Howdy, howdy folks, it is DIECAST Buffet here again, back with some more NASCAR Thunder 2003 season mode, and wow! What an awesome night at the Chevrolet Monte Carlo 400 for Jeff Burton. I mean, if you think about it, the last 5 races, really, the last 5 races from, really, if you want to call it 6 races, we've been in the top 5, you know, the Brickyard, the Glen, Michigan, Bristol, Darlington, and in Richmond. So the last 6 races, we've had a top 5 finish, excuse me. So you got 254 points out on yours truly, Jeff Gordon. Now, we got to find a way to catch him. You know, we got, what, like 8 races left to go in the season. We're going to one of Gordon's best tracks, and believe it or not, guess who won the spring race here at Las Vegas? Guess what? Who won that? Well, it was Jeff Gordon. So he's going for the 2006 Las Vegas sweep. We're going to be running, well, the normal Sitco colors. Let's go to Nevada. Alrighty, folks, so we qualified on the pole for the Las Vegas 400. Let's go ahead and set it down trackside under the lights, well, in Vegas.
NASCAR Winston Cup Racing from the desert, live from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, brought to you by MRN. Barney, what can you tell us about this racetrack?
The drivers need to get a good feel for this track early on. With all the green flag laps they run here, if you make a mistake early on or miss an adjustment in your first stop, your race will quickly become worse and worse.
Jeff Burton will try for another top 5 finish in this one.
You know, people get so concerned with wins. Me, I'll take consistent top 5s all year long over a win. Besides, when you're constantly finishing in the top 5, a win is just around the corner.
The 125 car is having some trouble in the points this year.
And how frustrating that must be. You're working just as hard as everyone else, yet you just can't seem to finish well on race days to gain the valuable points you need. These guys need a good finish just to regain their confidence as a team.
Something a little out of the ordinary in this one for Kyle Petty.
You know, I spoke with the guys from that team in the garage this morning, and they said they tried something a little different in qualifying this week. They learned their lesson, though. Stick with what works, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Here we go, folks. Under the lights at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's going to be Dale Jr. and Jeff Burton on the front row. Oh, boy. So, we're on Jeff Gordon watch right now. We need to gain 254 points with roughly 8 races to go. And this is Gordon's best track out of the remaining portion of the season. And it appears that the 24 car, it didn't qualify in the top 10. So, there's an opportunity to gain points here. But we know Gordon's going to be fast at the end of the race. He's going to be making up a lot of time, a lot of points. Here we go. Got to keep the car out front. And I hope we built a good enough car. We qualified on the pole, so let's see how this one plays out. 26 laps tonight from Las Vegas. The car's going to get off a little bit slow, but that's the way the gear ratios work here. So for whatever reason, right here off turn 2, the AI cars get so much faster of a run than you, right? And the only way you can stay competitive here is diving in the corners as deep as possible and then drafting off of it. That's the only way you can maintain position at Las Vegas on Legendary difficulty. And this is with assists, I might add. I've tried running this track without assists. It's impossible. It's pretty much impossible unless you're running career mode with a super good car. Sorry, 25. If you were running career mode and you had like maybe an 85, 90 overall race car, you know, on a 1 to 99 overall scale, oh, you'd be no problem. I've seen other YouTubers just dominate here, right? But when you're running the quick race / season mode, I think your car runs 70 or 80 overall. So it's good, but it's just good enough to keep you somewhat competitive. Look at the run we get on the bottom. Like, when we have fresh tires, we can just dive in the corner so deep, right? But off the corner, look at the run the cats behind me get. I mean, these cats are just wicked fast, right? It's for whatever reason, the AI get off the corner so much faster than you. If you're outside the draft like we are compared to 4th place, which is Jimmy Johnson, there's just no way to run them down without some sort of luck. I mean, the only way we're able to gain on them is diving into 1 and 2, but that's only going to be available for probably the first 45 to 50% of the first run. Of course, with a 26-lap race, the first run could be 13, 14, maybe 15 laps. So roughly about 8 laps in total, maybe even a little bit less depending on your tire wear. You're going to be able to dive in that corner and make up a few, opportunities, make up some positions there. But the overall lap speed, you need draft to actually maintain enough ground to be able to pass. You need some sort of draft. You need a little bit of luck. And like right here, we get a little close and then, they're gone. There's just nothing you can do there. And it looks like Tony Stewart and Dale Earnhardt Jr. are going to be going at it for tonight's win. Who knows? But again, we're watching Jeff Gordon. If Gordon is around us and we're ahead of him, and he hasn't pitted, we need to make sure that we pit after Jeff Gordon so he doesn't stay out and get those 5 extra bonus points for leading a lap. Like, we have to pretty much points race right now. Now, best case scenario, Dale Jr. or Tony Stewart wins the race or gets most laps led, because those 2 cats are outside the championship contention. If they win tonight's race, big deal, right? It looks like our car is just absolutely terrible in 3 and 4, and I've made the car literally as loose as possible. I maxed out the wedge, I maxed out the track bar, maxed out the springs. I mean, I did everything I could to get this car as loose as possible, so if it doesn't turn, well, I can't do anything else to it. I've tried everything, I've tried running with assists, without assists. I've tried, trimming out the car for full horsepower. The car won't turn. I've tried trimming it out for full handling. The car turns when it's slow. So it's like trying to complete a jigsaw puzzle, but it requires 50 pieces and you only have 48. That's what it's like. It's like you have to pick and choose which ones to do. You can't have it all. The AI, though, has it all. They have takeoff speed. They have long run speed, short run speed, grip, corner exiting, corner entry. They have everything they need. They have the traffic ability, the raw horsepower, the qualifying ability, the aerodynamic package they need. They have everything. But for us, the AI are just so much faster here at Vegas. And it really is one of the toughest, if not the toughest challenge all year. Like, look how fast the freaking 12 car is down below. We're about to be 3 wide in the corner. Sorry, Newman. Oh, boy, that was stupid. But, I mean, just, it's ridiculous how fast they are off the corner. And the only way you can keep them behind you is literally blocking them. That's the only way you can keep these guys behind you. Middle to the late portion of it. Look how much our car... I'm turning the analog all the way to the left, I might add. And I'm lifting on the throttle. And it still won't turn. It won't hug the line. It won't turn. That's how tight the cars get here at Vegas. And I get it, Vegas is a very flat 1.5 mile, but still, bro, like, come on. Like, I lifted, and the car still is running the far line on the outside. And here comes Jeff Gordon, which we need to make sure we keep blocking him. But, I mean, Sterling Martin's trying everything to get around me here. I'm going to block him all the way down to the apron, and he's still going to have a run, even though he got loose on the bottom. Your race leader right now is Tony Stewart with Mark Martin in the mix. I prefer Tony Stewart to win. Oh, I'm sorry, Starlin. I'm sorry, bud. But I prefer Tony Stewart to win because Mark Martin, technically, we're in a championship battle with him. But he is a teammate, so you want to see the 6-car win for that reason. If we can't win the championship, I definitely want Mark Martin to do so. These cats are trying everything they can to get around me. I'm going to try to block the lowest... I mean, look at the car will not freaking turn, bro. Oh, my God, man. Oh, sorry, Kurt Busch. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. I'm trying to give him some room. The car is pretty loose right now. But, I mean, this thing will not turn, dude. Like, this is the only portion that we're good at is turn 1 entry. That's it. And then after that, it's just the rest of the lap, we just suck. Oh, there's Kurt Busch right there on the bottom. I'm sorry, bud. They just get a freaking run, bro. It's just ridiculous how fast they are. Do we pit? I don't think so. I think we pit with Jeff Gordon, but now Gordon's ahead of us, so if he stays out, he could potentially get 5 laps or 5 bonus points for leading a lap. It's kind of one of those things where you're darned if you do, you're darned if you don't. I just want a top 10 run tonight at Vegas. That's literally it. our car is just straight up trash. I cannot stand the old Las Vegas configuration. I'm sorry. Like, I much prefer the newer one with the more banking, if you ask me. I like banking. I just think this is just... Trying to race this track on Thunder 03 and Thunder 04 is almost impossible on Legendary difficulty. Even on career mode, this track is a fit. Because it's just... The AI are just too good. They're not even in this... I mean, you can't even hold a corner to them. I'm on the furthest outside lane possible. As we got a Stanley Steamer down here in 3 and 4. Who knows who that may be. Unfortunately, it's not Jeff Gordon. No caution. I'm going to go ahead and pit here. We're losing too much time. That's going to be Ricky Wright. Wow. That's a tough hit there. No damage repair. I'm going to pause it here and let's do some adjustments. So no damage repair. Full tank of gas. Let's see. Wedge all the way to the left. I'm just going to drop the PSI because why not? 4 tires is the call. I mean, in all honesty, we're going to pretty much line up probably 15th, maybe 16th after the pit stop, and we're going to have to fight to get those last few spots. But, I mean, the car, it's good for the first 5-6 laps, but after that, it's just trash, right? And that's with being with track position. Like, this is definitely a track position car. If we don't have cars to draft with, if we don't have cars to block, it's not going to do no good. If we're out in the middle of the boondocks, we're just going to get just destroyed. We got to have track position. A 17-second pit stop. Not what we needed right there, folks. So we're going to lose a lot of time there. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is just Vegas. Thank God I think we're going to Talladega next. Because they're freaking outrunning us on the access road. That's how good the AI is programmed here. And I really do think it's the programming. Because you can go to every other track on this game. And the AI is fast. It's competitive. But it's fair. Right? Like, if you do everything right and you have everything go your way, you're going to win. But here at Vegas, you can have the fastest car you can pretty much build with a setup. You can qualify great. You can do everything right. But the AI is still faster than you. Even the slowest cars are still faster right here where we're at. That corner exit off 1, if you're running 177, they're easily running 181. That's 3 miles per hour difference at least that they're doing because they, for whatever reason, can hold the throttle that much more. I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't know if any of these cats didn't pit or not. I think they're just getting slowed up because they're all in a box. Oh boy, there's Rusty Wallace there. Like, turn 1 entry, we gained so much time, but right here, watch this. Watch this. Gone. They are freaking gone. See that? They're starting to pull away a little bit. I guarantee if they were all single file and they weren't battling for position, they would have been much farther than that. But if you can maintain with the draft, it's not so bad, right? Because then you can pick it up in 3 and 4. But I mean, if it was just me and Bobby Labonte, I'm gonna have to he's gonna beat the back bumper off this Ford. Oh, there's Jarrett down there, almost took him out. See, we have to slow up a little bit because they roll up there, but then they just hit the nitro, and then there goes the 19. Gone. Bye. See ya. I mean, it's just unbelievable how fast they are off turn 1. And this is with good tires, man. Imagine how fast they are when we're on crap tires. You see what I'm saying? 25th place. This has definitely been a crapshoot race for us, unfortunately. And in terms of point situation, it's not going to help us. But we got to do something, so... There we go. That was a clutch pass right there. Holy moly. I don't know how we got around McMurray in the 7. Got to go to the outside and block. At this point, I'm okay blocking with a little bit of aggression. We got to hold these cats off as best as we can. Sorry, 63. Every position is points. We need every point we can get. Jimmy Johnson's out front. Hope Johnson wins it. That'd be pretty cool to see. But we got to find a way to get around these cats, and we got to find a way to get as many spots as possible. I mean, you can just dive bomb turn 1. I mean, they roll up so much, but you got to get on the... You got to get ready to block because, boy, I mean, these cats are fast off the corner. And you got to have your car extremely loose to be able to make the corner itself. So when you get on corner exit and you have to start blocking left and right, blocking moves, blocking runs, the car can get a little bit squirrely. You can make some contact, maybe even spin out. At the 63 down below. Let's go check that. We're up to 18th. Still not good enough. Car's getting a little bit tighter. And there they go on the inside. Gone by. No contest. Actually, he didn't have that good of a corner. Prove me wrong there. Tires are still green, but they don't handle green. I'll tell you that. And speak of Bobby Labonte up on the bottom. I'm not going to give you the bottom lane, but 5 to go. Just definitely not what we needed. We needed a top 10 run tonight. Not what we needed. I just hope Gordon had a bad pit stop or something, because we're not going to gain any points tonight. In fact, we're going to probably lose a boatload. 254 points out entering tonight, and it's looking like we're going to give up everything we gained the last 3 races, unfortunately. And it's just this track, bro. Like, I don't know what it is, but they have the AI so freaking good here. I've tried everything. Assists, no assists, setups. I've even looked up custom setups, trying to figure out. I've seen other YouTubers who've played on Thunder 03, even on Thunder 04. Their setups don't even work for me. I don't know what it is. I truly don't know what it is. And another thing is, a lot of people, they play this track on career mode when they have a super good car, right? So they're either getting destroyed or they're just blowing the doors off the competition because their cars are OP. So it's like there's nothing you can really do. And when you're in season mode, you're in this box, it's just like the AI is just a little bit too fast. Like, they're just naturally too fast. They're not in a fair category where if you do everything right, you bring the fast race car and you take care of your tires, you take care of your car, you're going to be there at the end and have a shot to win it. No, it's just like, it's like a dump truck that just keeps backing up over you every time you come here, man. Trying to run down Ricky Craven, get as many points as possible. I mean, that's the thing that gets me, is that we're points racing. I don't even want to know where Jeff Gordon is, because it's going to get difficult with, like, what, 7 races to go? 7 races, bro. I mean, we didn't even lead a lap tonight. We didn't even lead a lap. So that's not good. But we're up to 17th. We've been able to somehow rally a few positions out front. It's Martin looking to possibly take the points lead. Maybe, maybe not. White flags in the air here at Las Vegas. We entered that corner way too high. No banking on the outside. And just a bad day at the track for Burton, man. I tell you. This has not been a good track for us. Absolutely our worst track. I've tried every setup I can imagine. I've tried everything. I've tried all kinds of gear ratio adjustments. Nothing will work here at Vegas. I repeat, nothing works for us at Vegas. I've tried everything I can imagine. I'm just pretty much at the point where Vegas is just a track that needs to be bulldozed at this point, because good God, we are rubbish. I mean, look how sharp their corner exit is. They're right down there on the white line. We're all the way in the freaking marbles. I believe Mark Martin just won tonight. We finished 17th. Could this end our championship run? Who knows? Who knows, folks? This was just mediocre. Mediocre, not acceptable. And, well, let's see where good old Jeff Gordon finished. Jeff Gordon, 6th place run. He did lead a lap, 155 points to him. And for Jeff Burton, 112. So look at that. About a 45-point swing we just lost right there, folks. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you all the next episode of Thunder. Upload these Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you have an amazing day out there. I think the next race is Talladega, so let's hope for some good news there. With all that being said, folks, DIECAST Buffet signing off.